Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to become a pro player in CODM. Okay, to become a pro player, first you have to set up your settings, controls and sensitivity. Okay, for the sake of this video we are going to call sensitivity as Sensi from now onwards. Okay, if you set up all the settings, then you can truly become a pro player. I'm going to show you my claw control and my sensi and some more tips, so please watch the video till end. Thank you. Let's begin. On top there will be a setting icon. Just click on that icon. As you can see in controls, there are two types of mode, MP mode and BR mode. MP mode is multiplayer, BR is battle royale. Okay, multiplayer is where you play for points and BR is where you spawn in an island and you have to reach top position by killing all enemies. Okay, so you don't have to change both of them. Changing once and then you can sync the other one. So first you have to change the multiplayer mode. Okay, so multiplayer mode, there are two types, simple mode and advanced mode. Simple mode is what? In which you just have to aim and the game will automatically shoot for you. But if you want to become a pro player, I would rather use advanced mode than simple mode. Simple mode is slow. Okay, so it's better to use advanced mode to kill enemies quickly. So in advanced mode itself, there are lots of settings starting shooting mode. Okay, that is one tap ADS, hip fire and custom. What that means is the right firing button which you can see on that screen can be set up. Now one tap ADS means when you click on that right firing button, it will automatically open the scope and start shooting, just like you can see in the screen. Okay, it will open the scope and then start shooting. Hip fire means it will start shooting directly, it won't open the scope. Okay, so and custom means whichever for which rifle, SMG, shotgun you want to use, what kind of modes, if fire or one tap ADS, that's all depends on you. Okay, so after setting up this right firing button, let's go to custom layout. Okay, in custom layout what you can see is this is my claw setting. I use a 5-finger claw. Now I'll show you how to make your own claw setting. Okay, what I would like to do is I would use my middle finger of my left hand to fire and I'll place the left firing button on top of the screen, just like I shown. Okay, and I control it with my left middle finger. Okay, now I'll place my crouch button near the firing button and I use my left index finger to click on it. Okay, so and I use my left thumb for movement. Okay, as you can see in the screen. So that's how I set up my left side of my screen with 3 fingers left side. Okay, now the 2 fingers on the right side is one is for aiming. Okay, this left side full is for aiming, so I use my thumb for aiming. From that I move my cursor and all that. This is how I set my jump button, reload button and right firing button. And with my right index finger I set up my scope. Okay, so that's how I set up my layout. Okay, so anyone can set 5-finger claw layout and you don't need to use 5-finger claw layout. You can use 4-finger, 3-finger, even 2-finger. It's up to you how you're more comfortable with it. Okay, which control setting you're more comfortable, so it all depends on you only. Okay, this is my setting. I'm just showing you how I do it. That is the 5-finger claw setting I use. Now you have to go to that BR mode setting, then sync it. So this control you will get there itself. Okay, so that's all for this. Now let's move on to basics. what is basics, I'll show you. So in that there are two modes, BR mode and MP mode. Okay, both are not that much different. So in that there is aim assist, fast throw grenade, quick run. It will automate, it will be there. You don't have to change it, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's now come to ADS. ADS is what? Aim down sight. It is when you open the scope. Okay, that is called as ADS. So in this, how you have to adjust the ADS? Tap and hold ADS, tap to ADS, hybrid, double tap. Tap and hold means when you tap and hold it only, your scope will be open. Okay, if you leave it, the scope will go down. And tap to ADS means when you tap it, the scope will open. You have to again tap it to close your scope. Then hybrid means if you tap it at starting, it will only work as a tap, but if you tap and hold it, then it will till you hold it only, it will be on. Okay, double tap to ADS means when you double tap it, it will open. So display this fair one, that's all. Now comes to gyroscope. You put it on. Okay, always. That's how you should play a game, because it's better to use it on always, so you will get used to it. Okay, now let's move on to audio and graphics. In graphics, I would like to use low graphic quality and maximum frame rate, so that you experience a smooth gameplay. Your performance will increase and your battery consumption also will go down. So that's how you should normally use. But if you are a sniper, then some would prefer very high graphics quality, so that you can use anti-aliasing. What anti-aliasing does, that it smooths the texture, so you can easily spot enemy over long distance. So if you are a sniper, it's good to use high graphics setting, so that you can spot enemies better. Okay, that's all there is in this thing. Now we'll go to Sensi. There are two types, BR mode and MP mode. Both are same. Okay, you just have to adjust one, then adjust the other one according to the what you did it in MP mode. Okay, now let's go to MP mode. In MP mode, first is rotation mode. What rotation means, that when you use your finger to rotate your character in the screen. Okay, so speed acceleration means if you quickly move your finger, it will quickly rotate, your character will rotate quickly. So if you move it slowly, your character will rotate slowly. Okay, so it all depends on your finger speed. So it is better to use speed acceleration, because then you want, where you want to rotate, how much you want to turn, you can control it. Okay, speed distance acceleration doesn't matter, speed acceleration is the best one to go. I'd prefer that you use 150, around 150, or what is the normal that they gave for this, because that's the best. Okay, but if you want to change it, depends on you. You can change it and check in the game whether it's good for you or not, and then if it's good for you, then you keep it. Now let's go to Sensi switch and all that doesn't matter. Sensi preset is low, mid, high and custom. So to adjust the Sensi of your device, first I recommend you put it in high. Okay, then you change the camera Sensi, ADS Sensi and gyro Sensi. Okay, first of all, what is camera Sensi? The camera sensitivity is when you use the camera only, okay, to look around and not firing. That can be from hipfire, ADS, 2x scope, 3x scope, sniper scope, stacker scope, that all depends on you. Okay, so without firing, okay, when you move around, look around with the camera, with your screen over the area, is called as camera sensing. Okay, let's show with an example. Okay, we'll go to multiplayer, then training mode, that is the mode, core, featured, practice. You can go to training mode, start the match. You can use training mode to hone your skills of your gun, your marksmanship. Okay, everything you can do here. So first take a gun, start. Okay, so camera sensitivity is what? When you're just moving around, okay, with the camera without firing, that is what camera sensitivity is. So in camera's sensitivity you can increase it to 300 also. I'll show you. Okay, when you increase it to 300, what happens is when you slightly move your cursor, right hand cursor, it will, the character will move very far. Okay, that you don't want in a game, you want correct. Okay, so for that just put it around 150, 100, 90. Okay, just use it, just put it on one number and try to play with it. Like if you are switching from one target to another target and if it's happening, if it's going correctly, then it doesn't need to be changed. Mine was just little bit more, I was going a little bit further, so I decreased my sensitivity and now it's perfect. As you can see, I'm directly going to the targets. Okay, setting up your sensi is very simple task. Okay, just take your sensi setting and whatever value it is in, just try to fire with that. Okay, if the screen is shaking too much, that means the sensi is too high. If the aim is going up, that means the sensi is too low. Okay, so adjust that accordingly, what feels good to you, because for every device it's a different sensi. Okay, so don't ever copy anyone's sensi, just put it on high, then try to adjust from there on. Okay, now I'll show you some other sensi areas in gyro so that you know what to do. Next in camera sensi is ADS sensi. ADS sensi is when you open the scope and try to move the camera. Okay, so if you put it 300, it will move much more than you normally would want. Okay, so if you put 0, so it won't move at all. See, I'm moving the cursor but the camera is not moving, so adjust it accordingly. Okay, just put it in middle and then adjust it whether it shakes more or it doesn't move at all. So which is in which movement you're getting a flow, continuous flow of movement. Okay, that you have to adjust by your own. If you get that, just put that setting, you are good to go. Just like that, other settings are there. Next is firing sensi. Firing is when you fire. Okay, fire, you hold the screen and you drag it down to control the recoil from the right hand. Okay, so just do this, change the setting, whether the screen is shaking more means sensi is high, screen is shaking less, it's not moving, then sensi is low. Okay, see, it's shaking more, it's going down more, so sensi is high. Okay, so if I put it low, then it will be correct. Okay, so it depends on you, just change the setting and see whether it is good for you or not. Okay, now let's move on to gyroscope setting. Okay, gyroscope sensi is when you tilt your phone, you use this gyroscope of your phone to aim. Okay, and as well as to control the recoil. Okay, so when you move your phone, your aim will move accordingly. Okay, by use of the gyro. And when you tilt your phone forward and down, okay, what happens is the aim button goes down. So when you're firing and you tilt your phone forward and down, so it will automatically control the recoil also. Okay, so that's how you control the recoil with gyro. These are all the setting: BR setting, vehicle setting, quick messages, controller that you don't need to have. Okay, so that's all for the controls, graphics and gyrosensing. Okay, so this is how you set up your controls. Okay, first set up your clock control or 3 finger or 2 finger control, what control you want, set that up first. Then you set up your sensi. Sensi is very important because when you are in the game, you are firing at enemy, the aim should be correct, accurate, precise to take him down. Okay, so always set up your sensi so that you have a better gameplay. This is all there is to become a pro player in CODM. Nothing to do, just set up your core control, set up your sensi, then everything is good to go. Okay, and one more thing, practice. As you may have heard, practice makes a man perfect. So become a perfect player, you have to practice daily. You can practice MP, PR, whatever you want. Just practice daily. You will definitely become a pro player. No doubt about it. So this is how you set up your control setting, sensi, graphics, gyroscope and everything else. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and leave a comment if you can, and share and subscribe. Thank you. Now for the tips I told you will be coming at the end of the video. Tips are very simple. First, always try to get a headshot when you're shooting at enemy, because headshot carries more damage than body shot. At first it will be very difficult to connect a headshot, I know, because it's a smaller target, but if you practice hard and practice daily and you try to aim at the head, okay, that is very important. You have to try to aim. You may get killed in the process, but always try to aim at the head, because that's how you win matches. Okay, starting it's okay, doesn't matter at starting. Initially you have to practice to become a pro only. Okay, second is in BR mode you can hold the crouch button so that it will get prone. Okay, to lie on the grass, to become a snake. That's how you use prone button, because there is no other button for proning. You have to hold the crouch button. Next tip is, if you are in open in BR mode and someone is shooting at you, try to move sideways, zigzag pattern, or else use the crouch button. Okay, when you use the crouch button while sprinting, it will slide, and then use the jump button to change the direction. Okay, so that's how you will escape from the bullets of the enemies. Always try to take fight with the cover present. Okay, don't go out in open and fight. And especially in BR mode in CODM, most of the players are sniper. So if you are using long range gun, you better to have a sniper than a assault rifle or something, because if you get a headshot from the enemy, you will be dead, you will get knocked down. So it's much better if you are using a sniper at long range. But if you don't want a sniper and not a sniper user, it's more preferable to take a fight at close range or medium range, where he won't be able to aim at you. Okay, so maximum try to get closer to the enemy, take cover, get the position of the enemy, then fire. Okay, if you are playing in squad, tell your teammates to get in their respective positions and then take down a squad. Okay, so this is how you become a pro player in CODM. Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you guys, thanks for your support, love. Please like this video, share and subscribe. Thank you.